Kawasaki's cute and authentically retro, bevel drive twin has come and gone repeatedly since the original's launch in W650-49 bhp form back in 1999. Beating Hinckley Triumph's revived Bonneville to the punch, it paid homage to the Japanese firm's first motorcycle, the 1966 650cc W1. It was reintroduced in 2011 as the fuel-injected W800 dropped again due to Euro 4 in 2016 and heavily reworked, is now back again. 2019 saw the introduction of the hunched-over Café and flat-barred Street, with Kawasaki introducing a third pure W800 to the 2020 lineup. The Café model's cowl is neat and stylish but doesn't really do much. Dropped ace bars aren't as extreme as they look and are certainly not uncomfortable. In fact, it reminds very much of Royal Enfield 650 Continental GT in this respect. New LED headlight is a stylish welcome modern addition. Elsewhere, the metallic black W800 Street promised a more traditional upright appeal for the retro enthusiast. £700 less than the Café at its launch, other changes included a different seat and silver rims. The latest W800 gets a 19 inches front wheel, compared to the other model's 18-incher, and is covered in chrome and detailing. The engine also gets a silver finish and chrome tank emblems. This, plus longer mudguards and old-style indicators and mirrors, mean this bike's character is more sunny Sunday, where its siblings are trendy urban. If you like the look of the Kawasaki W800 in pictures, wait until you see it in person. I have yet to find a photo that does it justice. The W800 is a handsome bike. The proportions are elegant, and Kawasaki found the right balance of chrome and black, so that the bike doesn't look like a disco ball. The manufacturer has been particularly attentive to the small details that give the model its tasteful but not tacky vintage look. Features such as the P-shooter exhausts, the round turn signals, the braced fenders, and the exposed bevel drive camshaft were borrowed from the original W, the one that started it all. There's no fluff or luxuries involved here. The W800 has standard ABS, and that's about as fancy as it gets. The two big dials at the center of the headstock are your analog speedometer and RPM gauge. There is a small digital display that shows mileage, trips, time and such in the left-hand side dial, and the usual panel of warning lights in the right-hand side one. There isn't even a fuel gauge to let you monitor your progress. Just like on an older bike, you either have to do a bit of guessing or wait for the fuel warning to turn on. As a standard, the W800 is your run-of-the-mill, easy-to-get and to ride-on type of bike. The ergonomics are relaxed for my 5 feet 8 inch stature. The knees were at a comfortable, almost 90-degree bend, and the straight handlebar is easy to reach without having to stretch the arms completely. Ride quality and brakes. A classic-style tubular steel twin-loop frame is claimed to be more rigid than on previous machines, as are the larger diameter forks complete with stiffer springs. For the Café and the Street, there are also tasty new wire wheels, with an 18-incher at the front in place of the previous W800 2019, while there's a larger 320mm front disc, although still grabbed by a twin-piston caliper. There's a new disc at the rear to replace the drum, while both front and back are now ABS. It's as easy as pie to ride with light steering, but don't expect a Thruxton R-beater. Unlike these two machines, the 2020 W800 regains the 19 inches front wheel, plus narrower and less pulled-back bars than the Street, giving a riding position and steering response that are more convincing. What makes the W800 so convincingly period is the crankshaft. Other parallel twins use a 270 firing interval to sound and feel similar to a 90V twin, but Kawasaki have stuck with a 360 crank where the pistons rise and fall together. This gives a distinct exhaust note, far more reminiscent of an old Bonneville or Commando, and a different feel. With just 47 bhp, the W800 power delivery is easygoing and relaxed, the twin thrumming politely beneath you. Off the throttle, it's pleasant, unthreatening and easy, with an elastic midrange that doesn't really care which gear you're in, and an 8,000 revolutions per minute redline that's pointless getting anywhere near. It gathers speed rather than accelerates, has dual P-shooter silencers, and if required will cruise at 80 on motorways, and top out just above a ton. But it would really rather not. The balance shaft does a decent job of eliminating tingles while still allowing you to feel the engine's character. It's a pity that most of the vibes arrive at 3,500 revolutions per minute, as this is 60 miles per hour in top 5th gear. The old version of the W800 was solid, and there's no reason to think that the new one should be any less so, plus the build quality is excellent. There's a 2-year warranty and Kawasaki enjoy a strong UK dealer network. Our one owner's review of the Kawasaki W800 also awards the bike a 5/5 for build quality and reliability. From the rider's eye, the view forward on the W800 was always one of the most authentically retro, and the new versions continue that classy, old-world feel. From the neat twin analog dials to the cute fairing on the Café, pleasing old-style metal switchgear, and even the purpose-built round front brake master cylinder, everything is just right and classy in quality, as both span-adjustable clutch and brake levers prove. It makes a Yamaha XSR 700 look nasty. A basic Bonnie seam budget and Royal Enfield 650 appear just a bit flimsy. The W650-800 has always had retro detailing that is among the best of the breed, and especially in the Café trim. This new version continues the tradition. So not only is it a proper air-cooled twin, it has wire wheels, pea-shooter exhaust, Lucas-style taillight, twin dials, and even rubber fork gaiters and tank knee pads as standard. Along with the 2019 W800 Café, Kawasaki launched a second, more conventional version, the W800 Street, with more upright bars, no nose fairing, and a different seat plus silver rather than black wheels and other detail changes. It costs £700 less at £8,399 at launch. For 2020, Kawasaki then introduced the straight £8,645 W800 variant, a stripped-back retro that gives an authentic slice of classic motorcycling that the likes of Triumph could only hope to achieve with their current offerings.